Hi, 10-4. I got 9011 on. One shot, consider it hot.
10-4, Mr. Weaver, consider it hot.
I got a fuse on fire.
Consider it hot.
10-4.
All right, 10-4, 743. Consider it hot.
Damn, well,
Consider it hot. Consider it hot.
you guys do it.
10-4,
Consider it hot.
consider it hot.
Consider it hot. Consider it hot.
Good morning. Happy December, Leigh. It is December 1st as we record this. How are you doing today?
I am doing swell. Thank you very much.
That's Leigh Denney. I'm Don Johnson, Trinity Valley Electric Co-op. We are a month. We didn't do a podcast last month.
We did not. We were playing catch up from October.
Right. And we had an annual meeting in the middle of that. Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy the annual meeting?
I always enjoy the annual meeting.
Is this the third annual meeting or second?
This was my third.
Third annual meeting for you. Very good.
And yours?
Is a personal
ninth?
item. This is my 9th anniversary, but I did not go to the annual meeting before I started, so this would have been 8 annual meetings.
Okay.
Very fun. And or is that right? I don't know. That's math. I don't do math. I do words. So coming back from Thanksgiving, how was that?
That was good. I have a little joke in here.
Uh-oh.
So I'm thankful for leftovers, but my fridge is filing a complaint. Mm-hmm. If yours is packed too, it might be a good time to check for a quick clean out of that.
Ah, yes. The fridge clean out is definitely due.
Yes, and if you are interested in learning about how you can do that, Chris Walker has a article in the November issue of Texas Co-op Power you should definitely check out.
Right. There are energy savings to be had there as well.
Yes, sir.
Always nice. We're always about that. Not so much energy saving on the heating bill, the heating costs, because it has also gotten very cold.
It has. It's gotten cold over the last few days. It's going to warm up a little bit midweek, and then I think it's going to get cold again.
Yeah, winter is indeed here, so that's fun. I've got an appointment with a heating person this afternoon because mine is not keeping up, and once it starts kicking into those heat strips, it really adds up. If you're not using energy usage alerts on Smart Hub, jump in there. It will tell you when your energy use has gone up and shouldn't have as much. So little alerts can go a long way.
So if you're anything like me, I really usually wait until it's freezing to turn on the heater. But maybe that's not such a great idea because you may want to check to make sure it's working properly, like you just mentioned.
Yeah, if a problem sneaks up on you, I'm sure they're very busy. All the AC folks have their work cut out for them for the next few weeks while they catch up with everybody who turned on their heater for the first time. That's true. All right, so looks like December is upon us, and there are some dates we will be closed and whatnot. What did you have? Let's see. Friendly reminders, you called it.
That is what I called it.
Tell me about your friendly reminders.
So we're going to be
extra friendly.
Alrighty, guys.
It's December.
So jolly. As we celebrate the holidays, just kidding, but our TVEC offices will be closed, of course, on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then New Year's Day.
Right.
And as per usual, our crews will remain on call. Systems will continue to operate as always, and you can still make payments and manage your accounts through Smart Hub or by phone.
But if you come into the office, isn't there some sort of bonus for stopping by and saying hi?
Yes, and I actually love this one this year. It's got a really good meaning behind it. It's a small gesture, big meaning. So starting December 8th, all TVEC offices will be offering a Christmas bookmark, and it tells the legend of the Christmas tree.
The legend of the Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's a simple little reminder of hope, light, and the joy of the season. And it's from all of us at Trinity Valley Electric wishing you a safe and happy holiday season. You could use that for your magazine.
Right. Keep your spot because it's a good to read, this December magazine. In our center section that we put with TVEC information, there are some important news bits. First and foremost, capital credits. If you've been wondering, if you go back and listen to the January episode last year, you can hear about last year we were not able to give back capital credit money. This year, the board voted on $4.3 million worth of capital credit returns. That's money that would be profit in a for-profit company, but that is member money going back to members. However, That is members from 1996. So that is the oldest capital credits that are still in the system. If you were a member in 1996, that money will come to you starting in December bills. That is bills that we send to you in December. If you are or know someone who was a member in 1996 and no longer is, that will come to the address we have on file for you. So very important to note and let us know if that has changed. So.
What if you're unsure? There's a website you can check out for past capital credits.
That is for really old capital credits.
Okay.
That is claimittexas.org. That is for older, I think greater than 3 years. They start showing up on Claim It Texas because everything gets sent back to the state. And then there's a note on there that says contact Trinity Valley. So if there are outstanding older capital credits, you can find those. Or if your parent or someone you know has an estate that has capital credits due there, a lot of that has to be worked out. Our folks in member services and accounting can take care of you on that.
Awesome.
Another thing in the magazine is our report on the annual meeting, which was very good. Some interesting information from all the leadership types. We had a great annual meeting, a new record in attendance, and everybody had a great time with Willie Nelson. That was a lot of fun.
So much fun.
I hear there's even more fun planned for next year already. It's in the works.
Yeah, and for those who attended, if you filled out that survey afterwards, we really appreciate it, and we'll take that into future years as we plan the next annual meetings.
So I have a note here. One thing you can find in the magazine is a link to Youth Tour and eTrees. If you are a high school student or know one, we want to send people to DC. We want to send people to East Texas for this leadership camp coming up next June. And when is the deadline for that?
It's going to be on Martin Luther King Day.
So January
20th, I believe.
Something. Mm-hmm. I don't have that written down, but get your applications in. It's very important. 2 people we know will go to DC. I think 6.
6. Mm-hmm.
6 will go to East Texas for a leadership camp there. They had a great time last year. It was the first time we did that one. Let's hear now from a couple of folks who went on those trips, and we'll come back after that and tell you all how to apply.
My name is Aiden Ramirez. I'm one of the upcoming youth directors for eTrees. My biggest takeaway from eTrees would definitely be to have confidence in yourself. Because not only will that generally help in the long run, but at eTrees, it'll also help. When I was doing the test for the scholarship and running for youth director, I was hesitant at first because I wasn't sure how I'd do. But I decided to do them anyway, and I was able to get a scholarship and become youth director. Well, one of them. Confidence will definitely help. My favorite activity would probably have to be the one where we built a bike, because honestly, it was just generally interesting to put something together as a team. And also it was kind of funny when some of us actually rode the bikes. Overall, that one, that was my favorite. My best travel tip for upcoming campers: don't be afraid to socialize. There's going to be a lot of new people there, and it may seem kind of stressful at first, but these people probably want to get to know you just as much as you'd want to get to know them. There's always an opportunity to make a new friend there. Going a second time, the aspect that I want to do again would definitely get to be meeting new people. I usually hesitate when I meet new people, but going to eTrees allowed me to come out of my shell a bit, and I like that. So I generally look forward to doing that, to just talking to new people again once I go back to, if I were to go to eTrees a second time, which I actually will, because I'm going to be youth director. With all that being said, well, have a good day.
Hi, I'm Amy, and my top takeaway from this summer at eTrees was the new experiences and the friends I was able to make along the way.
Okay, so if you go to the TVEC website, tvec.net, go over through the menu there and find Youth Tour. Maybe we'll even put this up at the top as a drop down to make it easy. Or look in the magazine. There's a link, a little QR code. There's a whole easy online application that you built. Get you right in there, get you address, and don't just use AI for this application. We want you to think a little bit and get these kids going. It's only the best, the best that make it to the trip. So put in the work, and you will be well rewarded if you win that trip. They have a great time, and it really is a life-changing sort of thing.
Yeah, all expenses paid, of course.
Yeah.
And great for your resume.
Yeah, in both cases, because both are very leadership-oriented. Mm-hmm. I like it. Okay. What else you got?
So, we could talk Operation Roundup.
Operation Roundup? They are rounding up the year.
Yeah, we are.
What you got?
So let me narrow this down a little bit. We've got 1 month left to go in 2025, of course.
All right.
We've already rounded up in total to $430,000 just this year alone, 135 nonprofits.
Awesome.
So awesome.
That's got to be setting some kind of record, too, because so many new ones.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely been looking at the data and trying to see how we can play that out. But we'll share some more highlights on that. Once we award those grants for December, we'll do a full yearly recap. Organizations like the Children's Advocacy Center in Kaufman, Henderson County Rainbow Room, and then the Reach Child Placing Agencies. Those are just a few recipients for this last month. And we were also able to provide $3,000 to 4 separate food pantries in the TVEC service territory. No, it was a great time for that. And then this podcast is called Consider It Hot. And speaking of, every year we give back to the fire departments in our service territory.
I see where you're going there.
50, here we go, 58 in total. This year, each of them receiving $2,500 apiece.
Right.
These volunteer departments are often the first ones on the scenes, as well as the regular departments. But when our members need help, they respond to house fires, car accidents, medical calls, and severe weather emergencies, which we know all about. And many of them work with very tight budgets and rely on community support.
Yes, they do. And they're always looking for volunteers. I received a letter. I'm in the Whitten. Shout out to Whitten Volunteer Fire Department out there. They sent a letter requesting everyone to consider volunteering, not just as a firefighter, but lots of other roles, lots of other volunteer work to be done there. And I know South Van Zant has also responded out in our area. So shout out to all those folks. But really, over the whole service territory, it is really dangerous work and a lot of hours and training and all the things that go into that. We appreciate all that. And this Operation Roundup grant is just a small token, but can mean a lot for those departments out there that really neighbors serving neighbors. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we're not numbers people, as you said, but someone told me that 58 times 2,500 is $145,000 that we gave to fire departments.
A lot of dollars. So thank you, members, for rounding up, and that money goes right out to people who are doing great things in the community. So awesome.
So true.
Very cool. Okay. Look at this magazine a little more. If you're, you should have received your December magazine in the mail already. Right there on the cover of the magazine, the Texas State Railroad, which departs just south of Palestine, right there at the edge of TVEC territory.
Nice.
Throughout December, they do the Polar Express train, which is decorated up and very fun. I know my boys love trains, and so that's a trip we need to make. It's right there on the cover of the magazine. Great story about what they're doing down there. I like that.
I love that. I think I'm going to have to take my boys as well.
It's the only mobile state park. It's a state park on wheels.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
And it's like a couple hours. You go out and back and end up back at the parking lot where you left from. So that's great. You know what else is in the magazine?
What's that?
One of my favorite places to grab a quick meal is almost across the street from the co-op.
Are you talking about Colungas?
I am talking about Colungas. That's our lineman lunch for the month. And I'm surprised. 2 years we've been doing this thing, and it's taken 2 years to get to Colungas, even though there is basically always a TVEC truck in the parking lot or the drive-through. And meat market in there if you need something to take home and cook, but quick and reliably tasty. Fast food, fast tacos, tortas, all the things.
I personally love their rice.
And the
It's
rice,
really good.
yeah, rice and beans are also good. And so I'm really surprised it took this long, but it was a fun trip across the street. I think it measured out to like 800 feet from our operations front door to Kalunga's front door. And surprised nobody's built a sidewalk to just make that easy.
Right.
All right. You got any plans for New Year's? What are we doing for New Year's? This whole co-op apparatus is getting ready for 2026. Not just the annual meeting, but everything else. What's going on in 2026? You're the social media guru. What are we doing out there?
Oh, goodness. So we've got 2026 pretty much planned out.
See what happens? All right.
And now that you put me on the spot, I don't remember anything that we have to do.
Well, I was just looking, we put together the numbers every month for what kind of traffic we get. And really, traffic for November was way down on the website and social media. I think people just were living their lives. We didn't have many storms or outages or any big things going on. So that is always good to kind of be quiet. But if you haven't liked us on social media, followed the various social media platforms, jump on there. We've always got stuff going out there. Leigh here has always got something interesting. There's always some day or some
Today's National
emphasis.
Christmas Light Day. So
Christmas Light Day. Of course it is, because why wouldn't it be?
And there's going to be a poll that goes out in the comments. People will
funny.
select if they're color or if they like the natural bright white lights.
Oh, and see, the problem now is, of course, mine are all LED lights. I have switched to that, save some bucks. But they're slightly different colors, so I have some lit garland around the door that's kind of warm, and then the rest of them are kind of not warm, and man, that's annoying.
I went through my phase of really liking everything to be aesthetically pleasing and clean, but now I'm really getting back into the colors, and it just reminds me of childhood.
Your inner child is decorating. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I do have some Christmas movie power facts.
Ooh, what do you got with that?
So, and this will be on social media too. So if you don't hear it here, you'll see it there. But Christmas movies give us some of the best energy moments of the season. Who knew? Here's a couple examples. Home Alone. Kevin probably ran up a power bill with all those lights and booby traps, which reminds us not to overload circuits.
Okay.
Clark Griswold's 25,000 incandescent bulbs in Christmas Vacation would use way less energy if he had switched to LEDs, as you mentioned.
Would have probably not blown the breakers. That's true.
Very true. The Who's and How the Grinch Stole Christmas lit up the whole entire Whoville like a carnival, which is a good reason to maybe think about using timers so your lights stay bright without wasting power.
Okay.
Polar Express, speaking of, we talked about that a little bit, runs on pure magic, but in real life, reliable electricity depends on good planning and, of course, our crews who work around the clock.
Of course.
That's just a shout out. Buddy the Elf decorated an entire store overnight. I don't know how he did that, by the way.
He's an elf.
But in the real world, we try not to rely on a mountain of extension cords, so be safe with those. Don't run them under rugs. Make sure you're checking your cords. And then I just watched this weekend, actually. Santa Claus movie, of course, Scott Calvin's house turns into the North Pole Command Center. That would spike an electric meter.
For sure.
Smart Hub, great place to keep an eye on that holiday usage, like you said in the beginning of the episode.
Very nice.
And then probably my most favorite Christmas movie, iconic Christmas Story, The Leg Lamp. Definitely not UL listed, which is a great reminder to check safety ratings before you plug anything that looks fragile.
I like it.
Yep.
A little bit more in the December magazine, Chris Walker, I should have grabbed him out of the hall and made him come talk to us, but his article in the magazine, Your Home's 5 Biggest Energy Hogs. You may be surprised by some. Heating and cooling, of course, is in there. The water heater, right now, the water going into your water heater is getting chilly, so that makes a big difference. Put the insulating blanket on those things. Refrigerators and freezers are also in the energy hog department. So check that article out. And one more plug, another magazine thing, the energy quiz. And you can find you might find your account number in the magazine and win $100, or I say $100, $100 off your power bill. Or answer the energy quiz. We get lots of good responses to that. And congratulations to, who was it? The October energy quiz, which just had ended before this magazine started. Thomas Schaefer of LaRue, congratulations to you. And then there will be a new winner from November announced very soon in the magazine that goes out in January. Man, print deadlines are just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
That's a great time, too, because you're spending this money in December. You might get that back in January
Right.
if you win the quiz.
There you go. Every $100 counts. And is there anything else you would like to add before we say happy holidays to everyone?
No, we look forward to seeing you if you come by to get that Christmas bookmark.
Yes.
And remember those dates that were closed. And until next time.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
The window of our Gun Barrel City office.
Yeah.
So we had a little incident. A member, unfortunately, was had a bit of an accelerator problem in their car. Something happened there and took out a window. Nobody was injured. Everything is okay, but the owner of the building is in the process of getting repairs made there. So for at least the next couple of weeks, middle of December probably, there will be no drop box at the Gun Barrel City office because it got smushed a bit. And everything will be back to normal in a few weeks. But until then, if you see boarded up windows and all that, that's just because repairs are in progress. Mm-hmm. And all that is will be back in order and ready to go to serve you later.
Glad everyone is safe.
Yep,
and
that's the main thing.
Yep, that is the main thing.
All right. I hope everybody has a great December. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and we will talk to you later on.
See ya.